For billions of years, life on Earth was just a whisper. Microscopic, simple, and confined to the murky depths of the ocean. The planet was a chemical soup, alien and hostile. Then, a miracle happened. A new kind of life emerged, a tiny organism called cyanobacteria. It discovered a radical new way to survive. It learned to eat sunlight. This process, photosynthesis, had a side effect. A waste product, a poison that would change everything. That poison was oxygen. For the first time, this toxic gas filled the oceans and began leaking into the atmosphere. This great pollution event, the greatest in Earth's history, didn't destroy the world. It reinvented it. The oxygen reacted with methane in the air, clearing the haze and creating something no one had ever seen before, a brilliant blue sky. High above, it formed the ozone layer, a planetary shield against the sun's harsh radiation. The deadly chemical soup was transforming into a playground, a perfect nursery for the explosion of life to come. The stage was set for Act 2. With the world now flooded with energy-rich oxygen, evolution hit the accelerator. In a geological blink of an eye, life went from simple blobs to a bizarre menagerie of complex creatures. This was the Cambrian explosion. Animals developed shells for protection, teeth for hunting, and eyes to see a world that was suddenly full of both predators and prey. The oceans became a crowded, dangerous, and competitive battlefield. For some, the pressure was too much. The only escape was to go where no one had gone before, the empty continents. Around 375 million years ago, a brave fish-like creature, Tiktaalik, used its sturdy fins to haul itself onto a muddy bank. This was a monumental step. These pioneers were entering an alien world. They had to reinvent what it meant to be an animal. They had to learn how to breathe air instead of water, how to support their own weight without buoyancy, how to move on solid ground, and how to keep their bodies from drying out under the sun. It was a brutal and forgiving transition, but the experiment was working. Life didn't just survive on land, it conquered it. Vast, humid forests of giant ferns and mosses sprawled across the continents. The air, thick with oxygen, allowed insects to grow to terrifying sizes, dragonflies with the wingspan of an eagle, centipedes as long as a car. The land was green, the air was buzzing, and the world was ready for its next rulers. The stage was set for the giants. The ground begins to tremble. A foot, the size of a dinner table, covered in scales, crashes into the mud. We pull back to see the undisputed masters of this world, the dinosaurs. For an incredible 165 million years, they dominated every corner of the planet. They were faster, stronger, bigger, and more successful than anything that had come before or has come since. They were the stars of the show, the kings and queens of creation. In this world, our ancestors were nothing, hiding in the shadows, in a small hollow in a tree. A tiny, furry, shrew-like creature trembles. Its large eyes, adapted for the darkness, reflect the moonlight. This is one of our earliest mammal ancestors. While the titans ruled the day, these small, warm-blooded, and terrified creatures owned the night. They scurried through the undergrowth, living in constant fear, surviving on insects and scraps. They were waiting for a chance, for a door to open, for the world to change. They had no idea the universe was about to blast that door wide open for them. We look up to the night sky. Among the familiar stars, a new light appears, faint at first. It grows brighter night after night. Soon, it's visible during the day. A terrifying second sun burning in the blue. 66 million years ago, a rock the size of Mount Everest, traveling 40,000 miles per hour, ended its cosmic journey. Its destination, the Yucatan Peninsula in modern-day Mexico. The impact was more powerful than a billion atomic bombs. A silent, searing shockwave of pure heat rippled across the planet, instantly incinerating everything for thousands of miles. Forests burst into flame. The sky, once blue, turned pitch black as trillions of tons of soot and ash were thrown into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun entirely. The great age of giants was over in a single afternoon. The planet plunged into a deep, dark winter that would last for years. The plants withered and died. The herbivores that ate them starved. The carnivores that ate the herbivores followed soon after. If you were larger than a house cat, you were doomed. The reset button had been pushed. The long, cold night finally ends. The ash and dust slowly settle, revealing a charred, barren landscape. The world is silent. Empty, a graveyard of giants. Then, a small twitch of movement. A wet, black nose pokes out from a burrow in the scorched earth. It's the tiny mammal from before. It sniffs the air, an air now free from the scent of giant predators. It survived. The dinosaurs were gone. The world belonged to the small, the adaptable, the ones who had waited in the dark. For the first time in history, the meek inherited the earth. The great experiment of life on this planet continues, and in our next episode, it gets personal. Thanks for watching NT Entertainment.